Happy Monday.
Laura.
We haven't actually talked in a few days, and it makes me sad. And I hope you're feeling better. You said that you were sick on Thursday, and so I have a cup of tea, and I know this really isn't helpful for you feeling better because I can't like hand you the cup of tea through the camera. I figure maybe I can drink a cup of tea, and then while you're watching the video, or maybe after you watch the video, you could drink a cup of tea, and you can just pretend that maybe I made it for you. And you would feel better. I don't know if that actually makes sense. In my head, it made sense. So I've been sitting here, like, looking at my iPad and being like, oh, what am I going to talk about with Laura? But then I never turned it on because I didn't know what I was going to do. And I'm like, no, you know what? I just have to talk. I just have to do it and not plan it, because I remember, and I was all like, oh my gosh, like, your videos are so much better than mine, blah, 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 blah. And you were like, hey, Emily, don't even worry about, like, what the videos are. Like, I'm sorry, my hair is kind of, it's laying really weird. Yeah. But anyway, and you were like, don't even worry about the quality of the video. It's just us. It's just you and me. And no, that reminded me of the Sex and the City movie when Mr. Big was freaking out about the wedding, and Carrie had to be like, oh, it's just you and me. And he had to like call her and was like, remind me, it's just you and me. In this situation, I don't really know who's supposed to be Carrie and who's supposed to be Mr. Big, but that's what it made me think of, was that. And so I know you know what I'm talking about, because you like Sex and the City too. And all of the things. How are you? I hope you're good. What did you do this weekend? And that was really exciting, and that was fun. Saturday, I think we just, like, ran errands and did some shopping and stuff. I read. I've been reading a lot this weekend. Okay. So, first, on the topic of books, you need to read this series, The Throne of Glass. I would send you my copy of the book, but I'm mailing it to our friend Ginny today with a card inside. So she can borrow the book, because we mail each other books now. Because I want everyone to read this series. It's really intense, and it's awesome, and it's this girl, Selena, who's an assassin, and she's in this competition to be the king's champion in this world, this magical world that doesn't have magic in it anymore, and it's awesome. But I'm just gonna warn you now, especially by the second book, you are gonna feel a lot of feelings. Like, the second book broke me, and I don't want to read it and feel everything and feel all of the feelings and be really, really sad. So I'm just warning you now. It's a really awesome, amazing series, and you have to read it, but you're going to feel sad. I mean, there's going to be moments where you're going to feel like you're never going to be happy ever again. But you'll still love it, and you'll just want to keep reading all the books. But then, I was also reading this other book. I was reading this book, Attachments, by Rainbow Rowell. I can't remember if you've read that book or not. Do you read Rainbow Rowell books? But you should totally read them. They're awesome. I was reading Attachments for my book club on Facebook, and it is one of my all-time favorite Rainbow Rowell books. I love it so much. I think I'm going to start caving and buying the physical copies of Rainbow Rowell's books and not just the ebook form for my iPad, because I want to share these books with other people, but I can't do that with my Kindle app. And I want all people to read them, and I kind of want to, like, hold the books physically. I'm such a freak. I'm sorry. But that one made me feel all the feelings. I can tell you the details of how this funk started when we actually talk in real life. But yeah, I've been in a weird funk lately about life and not knowing what I'm doing. This happens from time to time. You know me. I go through these moments, and I'll be fine. But anyway, this book kind of made me feel more of it, because, like, in Attachments, this main character is Lincoln, who I love. I have a major crush on this fictional character, Lincoln. If he was a real person and not quite as tall, I would totally date him. He's kind of like in the same situation I am in. You know, he, like, is 28, he's working in this job, he doesn't really sure if he likes it or not. My job really isn't that bad. I've come to appreciate it more as the year has gone on, and I've experienced other jobs, and I'm appreciating my preschool job more. But he lives with his mom, and he's not really sure what he's doing with his life, but then he falls for this girl. But it's kind of like a creepy situation because it's through email. You would have to read the book to understand, and understand how it's creepy, but also kind of cute and endearing. I'm such a freak. But it just made me feel sad because I was like, I totally know how he's feeling, and I can totally relate to this character. It's exactly like me, but as the book goes on, he's always to get his life together. And I'm nowhere close to that. So it just kind of like intensified the feelings, then also made me really want to kind of find this character Lincoln as a real person and cuddle with him for a while because he's so adorable. I have problems. I really need to stop developing crushes on fictional characters. Yep, that's my life. Back to the weekend. So then Sunday, I went to church, which was really nice. I hadn't been in a couple weeks because of snow and such. And I saw Sam and Chris. This was the first time I've seen Sam since before Christmas because our schedules have been totally insane. And she hasn't been able to come to church. And so that was really awesome. It made me really happy to see her. Like, you would think that, like, after not living in Chicago for 5.5 years, I would have gotten used to not seeing Sam all the time. But now that I've seen her, like, nearly every single week on Sundays and sitting with her on Sundays, I really missed her. And I've only seen Chris once since Christmas, and so it was really good to see him too. And I've seen Jo pretty often since Christmas. She's been pretty regular coming to church, but Chris and Sam, their schedule is crazy. Stuff like, how dare they have really glamorous jobs where they get to do ballroom dance competitions in other states and then go on vacations where they can go visit her family in California. How dare they be so cool? Actually, they're really awesome. So yeah, that's my life, and those are all of my feelings. All of my feelings about all of the things. So I hope your weekend was wonderful. I want you to tell me about it, and I want to hear all about your adventure. I don't know what's going on with my hair. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I love your face, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye! I feel like you have so many fun adventures in Cleveland. Or Cleveland. You are not in Cleveland. You're in Cincinnati. I mean, the title of this vlog is From Chicago to Cincy with Love. Oh my god.